Those are the issues. Because you go on and he will go to court and tell you, where, point for me in the law where conflict of interest is punishable. Violations of the code of conduct of public officials. I'm sure moderator mentioned them. We have public declaration of assets, and then as people complain, Your Excellency, you gave them a timeline. No extensions. And why do you give them timeline? What does the law say? When are you to file? What are the penalties for not meeting that timeline? If we keep giving extensions, it won't work. Then we also find out that if we go into the Criminal Offences Act, bribery of foreign public officials, is it captured? We are looking in-house, but a lot is coming from outside. How do we get to collaborate with foreign investigative bodies? We can also deal with the police, international police, Interpol and all that to help us to apprehend some of such deals. The law does not also specifically address embezzlement and advantage of third parties. We need to look at that. So though Section 252, subsection 2 of the Criminal Offences Act is the relevant criminal offense, it is still deficient in two respects. One, the offense only covers the case in which an undue benefit is given or agreed to be given or has been offered to a public officer, not to any other person. Any other, we have to bring them in there. Two, it also does not cover the conduct of promise or granting directly or indirectly of such undue benefit. So he will promise and then will redeem it later. So how do you capture such situations? Again, while sections 92 and 93 of the Public Procurement Act include clauses that may pertain to bribery in the private sector, their scope is restricted to the procurement process. And as a result, it is necessary to make bribery in the private sector a criminal offense. If we don't criminalize their act, we'll only be chasing public officers. But like I said, demand and supply. Who supply? He is walking free. And as he walks free, he will be getting others to fall foul and go to jail. We will appoint public officer. They will go and he is still enjoying and extending the corruption. We talked about the Whistleblowers Act and indicated that we need to ensure that protection of the whistleblower is paramount. We may not have enough resources to resettle them, but as you heard from the video that was screening, Manasseh Media Foundation for West Africa was able to organize and get him out into South Africa, tensions cooled down, and he came back. Are we able to take it up as a state to protect whistleblowers, to relocate them for a while, to save them? Our procurement processes are too complex, and that is also giving us a challenge. We've discussed the beneficial ownership register, and then the last one I will talk about is the institutional collaboration, because it is clear under the control that the Companies Act has given us that under Section 373, it is allowing institutions to collaborate in the issue of beneficial ownership register, because the Financial Intelligence Center is mentioned, YOCO is mentioned, and they should be able to collaborate in dealing with crimes. I know they are currently doing that with the GRA on some of the issues that have come before them. The other one is the bank control failures. If you take the National Signals Bureau issue and you look at the transfers being done, and even the National Service Scheme, the banks should also be brought to book. What has been their control mechanism? Know your customer, the KYC, what is happening in the banks. Remember, the same lack of control led to the collapse of over 500 microfinance institutions and banks. Gradually, we are heading back there. If they can make such transfers without trace, it shouldn't have been difficult by now for the Attorney General to have gathered all the necessary information from the banks and go prosecute it. And the banks must be prosecuted along with receiving and transferring funds without trace. What has been done over the period? A lot has been done, Mr. Chairman. We have appealed to religious bodies to exhort citizens, but sometimes when you go religious, are there any reverends and pastors here so that you can pardon me as I go? You see a reverend, a pastor, well-dressed in suit, in a sleek car. Hey, also for okay, come out. Oh, my sorry, baby, na me de adum achadie domino na see the new. I prayed for a member of my church and he came to thank me with this. Also, for have you paid gift tax? Have you found out where the money is coming from? If tomorrow you hear he is told, what would you do? So when we do harvest and people are doling out, let's shine our eyes. We have executed corrupt people. It didn't end. I'm sure today's corruption is bigger than that. We have confiscated corruptly acquired properties. Still, it's going on. All we are saying is, can we strengthen the institutions of state? Shraj is there. Office of Special Prosecutor, Yoko, let them do their work. How do we combat corruption? We are saying that we need the concerted and combined effort of everyone. Government, law enforcement